Welcome
Hey,
back.
folks, how's it going?
We are back, everybody. It's been a while. Two Colonels in a Bucket, episode number 8.
Woo!
Let's talk about the Obsession. Let's talk about Backrooms. Number one movies of the Obsession is now beating The Exorcist. Now doesn't really deserve that honor, but
Oh my.
it is good. Both movies were really good. I enjoyed both. Have you seen them yet? None of them yet.
I have not seen them. I am going to see Obsession this weekend on VOD, and I'm very excited. So
Oh,
I'm
we
gonna
should say
definitely
happy
watch it this.
birthday to Mr. Garrett, man of mystery. That's right. You turned whatever 107 a couple of weeks ago, right? Yeah, happy birthday,
It
Garrett.
was, it was actually a month ago, Bill. Thank you for finally remembering it after so many years.
It
But
was
that's
6'5",
wonderful.
6'5". Well, a month behind.
Six
Man of
five. It's all
mystery's older,
good. We're
folks.
here
As
now.
women, he's getting more mature. He's getting more mature. Okay, so
Oh
let's
yes.
talk about some of the movies I saw. I saw Obsession. I saw Passenger. Had a couple cool ideas for like Nightmare on Elm Street ideas. The end
All
result,
good.
not very good by Paramount. I liked Obsession. I liked Backrooms. I saw Disclosure Day.
Ooh. All right.
Boring, boring, boring. Let's see what else.
Yeah.
Did you see anything?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see anything?
Yes, I saw a new foreign film that came out recently called The Fugitive. No, I don't know. I'm blanking on it.
Oh yeah,
It
that one
just
that
The
that.
Furious, The Furious. I just
Oh,
saw
okay,
a
yeah,
new
yeah.
foreign film.
I'm not gonna laugh at that. Yeah, that actually looked really cool. And you
It was good. It
you
was a
liked
good.
the
If you
Raid.
like the movies The Raid movies, if you haven't seen them, this is pretty much the same thing. And no, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Very
Uh
cool, man.
Very cool indeed.
I finally saw 28 Years Later and Bone Temple. I thought they were, like I said in the last episode, really good. I enjoyed them.
That really
Um,
didn't look good.
uh, Mandalorian and Grogu. What a
Uh,
disappointment. Sad.
don't tell me
Star
that.
Wars is dead. That's all we need to say. Do you see that trailer for Whale Fall where the guy goes inside the whale? Sounded like they're ripping it off a biblical tale. That looks super cool. See the
I have
trailer for
not,
that?
but did you see, I did not see the trailer for that yet, but I'll check it out. Have you seen the trailer for Robert Eggers' new movie, Werewolf?
I
Werewolf? I can say his
haven't. I
name.
haven't. Yeah, so tell me about it.
Ooh.
What's it like?
It looks good, man. I mean, it looks like the most Robert Eggers film. If you've seen this film, folks, this looks like the most Robert Eggers film of Robert Eggers films. But it looks good. You got Aaron Taylor Johnson in there. It's a good cast. Lily Rose Depp back from Nosferatu. William Dafoe being crazy William Dafoe, but I think that's just William Dafoe at this point.
Well, he did The
No.
Lighthouse too, right? The Lighthouse was done by Robert Eggers as well, right? I
Oh yeah.
believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
It's got a weird look. So I wasn't a huge fan of what's the one with the Nosferatu. I wasn't a huge fan
Nosferatu.
of it. It looked great. It looked
Yeah.
great. Um, did you see where they're gonna do a the movie Substance with Demi Moore and you could talk
Yeah.
about that movie all day. Crazy ending. They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna do a scratch and sniff version of that. So this is a weird thing that happened. That they did it in the 50s, where you get a card and see this, put a number on the screen, and you scratch the number. Right? Polyester was done by John Waters, where they were like having gas on the screen. You scratch it and it smells like a fart. It's stupid, right? So just to let you know, Substance is doing a version with a scratch and sniff card. I don't know why we need it, but it's coming,
Oh.
folks. Evil Dead Wrath, not Evil Dead Burn, folks. Evil Dead Wrath has wrapped and it is coming out 4/7/28. So Evil Dead Burn looks really good, and then it's going to be followed up a year later by Evil Dead Wrath. So that's coming. What else do we need to talk about? We need to talk about Snyder, the remake of Escape from New York. One question that I have is, why the fuck do we need a remake to
Ugh.
Escape from New York? What do you think of that, Garrett?
I think it's just one remake, Bill, since we've already gone over remakes. We do not need.
Yeah,
But
it's
for
fucking
whatever reason,
terrible.
we're gonna get it. I
It's
think the whole film should just be called slow motion shot. Like that's what it's just gonna be with like worse actors. But sure, let's do it. Why not?
Man, it fucking irritates me. And they're also doing a remake of They Live too. It's like somebody just taking John
Um,
Carpenter's library and making it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop
uh,
it. I didn't. You talk about Snyder's remake of Dawn of the Dead. I one thing I want to mention on the other episode. I don't like zombies that fucking run, and I certainly didn't like the one that he did about Las Vegas or whatever. I'll put it right here. That was just bad. I mean, I'm
yeah.
sorry. Snyder's a very talented guy, but I'm not into his movies at all. So Let's see what else here. Um, did you see the Michael Jackson documentary on Netflix? I
No,
think it's called The
that also
Verdict.
came out on. Oh, the documentary? No, I did not. I thought you were talking about the new movie, the
The movie's a
biopic.
billion. It made a billion already.
It
It did it.
finally did it, which shocked it didn't
Yep.
make 2 billion. No, that also came out on VOD. I will be checking that out on this awesome 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, it's
So got a
good. It
nice
is
little
good.
watch list to see. I don't know. I cannot
I
wait
I
to see it.
I gotta tell you, the Michael Jackson, The Verdict. After watching it, I 100% agree with what you said about it. You know, guilty. Sorry, I just have to, just based on what everything they have on them, and maybe I hit me, smack me if I'm wrong, but there was a couple little things where I'm like, nah, and I just think I blame it on his dad, the way they messed up his head. You know, I get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. God only knows. But let's see. What else do we need to talk about before we get started? Um, so, Hereditary is going to do a prequel, I believe. Seems like they're taking the playbook from Weapons, going back to where it all started, showing the witch. That's what I hear. Not that he's actually going to do it, but they're talking about it. There's a script or whatever. So we'll see if that happens, folks. What else? What else do we? Oh, we'd like to say our sincere blessings to the passing of the. I forgot her. I'll put her name here. Who passed away? That was in The Ring. The young girl who
Yep.
did the voice of Lilo and Stitch, and also was Samara from The Ring. She just passed away. We're gonna do the 1981 film Ghost Story. Let me
Ghost
give you the.
Story.
It's based on a book by Peter Straub. The budget was 13.5 million. The gross was 24.5 million. It's an 80s movie, so it's one of those things that grow with you. It was released a week before Christmas, has an all-star cast of Melvin Douglas, Fred Astaire, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., John Houseman, Craig Wasson, and the incomparable Alice Krieg as the ghost. The story is about two generations of men finding themselves hunted by a ghost when the son of one of the elderly men returns home after his brother's mysterious death. They now come together to tell the tale. So,
Ooh.
Garrett, you just saw this movie for the first time. What do you think?
To give you my thoughts, Bill, I would say I really enjoyed the movie. It I didn't really quite know what to expect. I mean, I figured, ghost story, all this, but I think what first blew me away was just this incredible cast, especially for
Yeah.
that time. I mean, God, Fred Astaire. It's just it was so good. But I will say about this film, I really enjoyed it. I just think the tone, the atmosphere, Alice Krieg was terrific, I thought. She was
Oh, yeah.
great in this film, and also beautiful and gorgeous. We gotta throw that in there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, this is such a good figuring out, not quite like a who done it, but just are unraveling the mystery of what is going on as everyone is getting picked off one by one. These old men who have a secret they, thought they would take to
Tell
their
us the secret.
grave.
What's the secret? Girl, they kind of
They were
all in
all
love
in
with
love
the
with the
girl.
girl. One girl
Yeah.
one of them, gentlemen, came close to, was kind of with her, kind of got close to her, and just things didn't work out. Little whiskey dick, who knows? And then, unfortunately, after one night of hanging out, having a little too much to drink, things got a little too exciting. Some shoving goes wrong, and they push and shove her, and she falls and presumably breaks her neck.
Yeah.
And they are all shocked in horror of like, oh my God, what is going on here? We need to go tell somebody. It's like, we're not going to tell anybody. We're just going to disappear this. She's a new
They're the
person
prime
from
of
out
their
of
lives.
town.
They're prime of their lives. They're
They're
scared. Yeah.
they're in the
Good.
prime of their lives. They're scared. They're
Yep.
young. They're stupid. So they get the genius idea of let's take her and body and put it in the car and shove her into a river or a lake, I believe. But right before they do that, she actually, the car is sinking, her face pops up, is screaming, and I was going to go with this, and you can clarify with me if that really happened or not. And car sinks to the bottom, and she is gone forever until many, 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 many years later. Uh, Her ghost apparently is coming back. The other gentleman trying to figure out what is going on. Who is this woman? uh tons of flashbacks in this film, which of course you need, but I kind of like how they still do it in a story kind of aspect, how it started with the old men, the story, but everything was placed in like it, telling their own little story version.
I really like the idea of the Chowder Society, right? These old men get together, they drink brandy, and they tell a ghost story. But some of them can't even sleep at night. Chowder Society, when was it established? Was it after they accidentally killed this girl thinking she was dead and tried to cover it up? That that's when they started telling ghost stories? It's so weird, right? Like they kill this girl, right? Accidentally. You know, they don't know. They're just trying to hide the body so they don't get in trouble. And then later on in life, they have this thing called the Chowders. I think they already had the Chowder Society, but they start telling ghost stories. It's like how ironic. It's pretty foul, actually. It's pretty messed up. But I think it may have messed them up in the head. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Oh, it totally did. No, my feeling is, or my, I feel like they started doing it after the murder because it's trying to be some kind of recompense for this guilt. Like, oh, let's tell a story that's worse than what we all know what we all did. To kind of as like our
Yeah.
recompense to kind of hide our guilt in a way. Or
Yeah.
that was my interpretation of it. I mean, you're right. It could have been a friend thing when they were kids and they doing, but now it's just like
Now it
something
really
to do
stands
with
for
their
something.
guilt and their
You know what I mean? Now it really stands for something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it totally does now. Now it does now.
So this thing has, like you mentioned, it style, a creepy New England town, right? Snow, Dick Smith makeup, which is incredible, who did The Exorcist. I love Dick
Oh,
Smith.
so
He's a
good.
guy that would share his secrets with everybody. Such a sweet guy, I was told. I never got to meet him. It's eerie in every sense of the word. In every scene, they really, the flashbacks, the dreams of Allison Krieg coming back to hunt them, and her ghostly look, and just her voice being a European voice, it just works. It's the it's probably one of the best ghost stories I've ever seen, pun intended. So the novel, the difference between the Peter Straub novel, Gregory and Fenny Bates, that were escaped asylum that were kind of helping the ghost in that
We're helping
house
the
or
ghost. Oh
whatever.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they had more of a role in the novel, right? The novel, yeah, they're bound more to Eva, right? The Fenny was taught by one of the Chowder Society men, right? He was taught
Mm-hmm.
by one, so it's closer knit. And they're more involved with the death of several of them, right? So that little kid who's wearing a dress, it's weird. They were more involved with the death of some of the Chowder Society gentlemen that die. But in the movie, you see Eva killing them, right?
Yeah,
Off a
but it
bridge.
makes but it, that to me
Yeah.
that makes more sense that it is Eva.
Yeah.
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 For
100%. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
for me that was the one thing that kind of not took me out of it, but it was kind of like, wait, what? Why does she has little helpers and they can see her
It
like
did take me
and
out of it. It did.
yeah, it did, and it was just kind of like, oh, I didn't think. Why does she need helpers if she can already kill them? Like, okay, whatever. Yeah, that was one of the few parts I was kind of like, eh. But no, I mean,
So in the book, here's a weird thing. The lake that
hmm
she drowned belonged to a farmer. And Eva, uh, the lake was on the farmer's property, and Eva slaughters his entire family on Christmas morning, and
oh,
basically destroys the town. She's more of a
wow,
shapeshifter, and she's a bloody drinking creature, sort of a Native American Manitou in the book. Um, as
oh,
far as I'm concerned, they did right by taking out that stuff. That the way they did it in the movie is it just works on every level. It just they kind of streamline it. Um, so yeah, that's the weird stuff about the book compared to the movie. Is they played more of a role in the book, Fenny and Gregory Bates, which I thought that guy was creepy and that little kid was. So, but it takes you out of the movie, right?
oh, totally. No, it's not that they weren't creepy. It's just it's kind of like I feel like they didn't really know what to utilize them as much.
Mhm.
It's like because I feel like they wanted to honor the book, but they didn't want to. But they wanted Eva to still be the main threat, so they couldn't go 100% having these other people do the killings. So, but
Yeah,
it's like it I honestly would have rather if they had just scrapped the whole those characters in general
you didn't need them.
because you didn't
Yeah,
need them. You didn't need them. Like
no. Like, yeah,
Especially in
what
the kid
really did they
hiding in the
do?
back seat, and then he attacks the old man and then bites him or eats him or kills him. I don't know what he does to him.
Yeah, yeah, it makes him crash or something. And I don't think you needed it at all. It didn't
I
work.
don't know. The little kid was making me think of that little kid from The Road Warrior with the little fuzzy
Yes,
hair. I'm blanking on the
yes,
name.
yeah, yeah,
Like, hey, did
yeah,
you feel that? Like, that's what I was getting. I
yeah.
was, is this the same? Oh, okay.
That's what I felt the same way, dude. I did. I really did. Yeah. There's a really cool scene in Ghost Story. Remember, he's driving down the road and she appears in the street. Oh, that's eerie. That scared the shit out of me. And how about that shot where he kills the guy's twin brother and he falls through the glass? And I know it's visually, the visual effect is kind of outdated, but back then, man, that was, and it's also a frontal nude shot of guys, which is, really gets you an X rated because, you're showing somebody's organ, right? So it was like falling through the glass, like at you in the screen. It was messed up, dude. It's like, do I want to see that? It's bad. And then he falls through
It was messed
glass.
up, but it sets the tone for the rest of the movie. You're like, okay, this movie's not holding back. All
Yeah.
right.
Well, I liked it when Craig Watson, I think it's Craig Watson. I'll get it right. If it's wrong,
Is
I'll
it
put it
Craig?
here.
It is Craig Watson. I
Yeah,
think it
it's the
is.
guy from Nightmare on Elm Street. I love him. He's a great character. He's done a
Oh,
couple good
totally.
movies.
He was so
Yeah.
good in that. Good
So
actor.
I love it when he gets a call before his brother dies and says, like David or whatever his name is, like, I met somebody. She knew you back at school. She's
Mhm.
okay now or whatever. I'm like, he's like, what? He's like, get away from her. Get away from her. Don't. What are you doing? And then he ends up dying.
It's not her.
I didn't. Yeah, it's like she was going. Maybe that's a little bit of the book too, right? She was going after the Chowder Society's kids. Um, Also a reason maybe for Craig Wasson to go back home and hook up with all the other gentlemen. And then that's when he tells, I think, yeah, he goes home and tells the tale of when he first met Eva. And then I don't know if they're putting two and two together here yet. When he's telling his story about Eva and and then they tell him the story, what happened at the end. Do you think they click? You know what I mean? Like, this is the same chick. By the way,
I think, well, there was the
did they
one
click?
main dude who was, I believe, is kind of the one who kind of really pushed her.
Yeah.
He's the one who's like in complete denial about it. It's like, it's hogwash. It's hogwash. Until the one other guy, I'm blanking on the actor's name, but the one character's like, no, this isn't, this is something. He's like,
It,
hogwash, this did not happen to her.
that sounds like Helsman, I think. John Helsman. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Melvin Douglas, who dies on the bridge. I think he was his son, his son died. Yeah, it was his son, I think. Yeah.
It
It
was his
was one of
dad.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, it was
Craig
his
comes
dad.
home that, yeah. Um, the the makeup effects, man, the makeup effects alone were so fantastic. I can't stress how
So
well
good, dude. Especially the
they were
last
scary.
one where the body out of the car was so good. It's like,
Yeah.
ah.
And there's a scene of like her getting out of the car, right? It's like,
It almost is like, what? Oh, what's going
yeah,
on here?
it was so good, man. And if you believe it, like obviously letting the spirit go, then it dies and stuff. Um, I would have liked to seen it stick around and go after the people like it's back, you know. Um, no, it was such a great movie, dude. I love that movie. A couple. Do you have anything else on it you want to say about it, or?
I would really, I mean, the cinematography alone, I think was just so good. Whoever did the cinematography, I think really just made it captured that perfect, like, ghost haunted aesthetic. To me, it really stuck with me. I just thought it was a beautiful looking movie I think it was.
Now,
I
now,
think
when
that,
you watched it, did you think it was better than you thought it was going to be? Like, what was your
um,
preconceived notions going in?
yes, I would say, I wouldn't say I had too much preconceived, to be honest. I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't want to see anything because I feel like that would have already put a preconceived notion in my head. So I kind of wanted to go in cold turkey to this.
Good,
Not as
good,
cold as the dead body in the car, but
yeah,
cold enough to, like, I didn't really want to know much about it. But no, I dug it all. I thought the ending was really creepy and eerie, especially where he falls and breaks his leg. And it's just this nice little creepy buildup where you just hear her humming. And as it gets darker, you just know and you see the outline of the dress. And it's just like, ugh. Like, it gives me
yeah.
chills
That
just like
was
thinking about it. Like, dude, it was like, ah.
Yeah, that house was eerie. It reminded you a little bit of Salem's Lot and a
A
little bit
little
of
bit there.
Psycho. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. And doing without the two escape lunatics could have just took all that shit. But I think they needed that interaction with Billy, played by Fred Astaire. You know, she's got wonderful
Mhm.
things for you, Billy. You know, like he's speaking on her behalf.
He's
You're
coming
missing a
for
lot of
you.
stuff in the book. It is still eerie, right? It
It
coming down
is.
on the elevator that with the and I was like, what's this? That's kind of weird, you know. So I agree with you. That did take me out of the movie, but um the poster for it was fantastic. Black and white, that White House, and it just said, and I still remember this, "The time has come to tell the tale." It just you got me, man. I'm sold. I saw that in the
You were
movie
hooked.
theater, like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm done. I wanna see that movie, right? So a couple quick fun facts. The pipe organ that's used, in the movie, like, in the house or whatever, that's the same organ from Lon Chaney's The Phantom of the Opera, 1925. That was kinda cool, right?
Mhm.
3 of the 4 actors who played younger versions of, of those older actors, the younger versions, died before they were 60. Pretty
Wow.
crazy, isn't it? 3 of the 4. The young Sears, James, he's the only one alive. The Big House was a
Mhm.
matte painting. Significant changes from the book to the film. There was a fifth member of the Chowder Society that they cut out. There was a nightmare apparition scene with rotting teeth and breast, eyeless, noseless. It was cut from the film. So the movie was originally created as a two-part miniseries like Salem's Lot. And then the producer said, we need to make this, this needs to be a movie. That is all I got for Ghost Story, man. So anything else to tie up? Any last words for Ghost Story?
Absolutely. Well, one thing I really wanna say actually, goes to the story and the effects is every time, Alice Krige, I'm blanking on the character's name
Eva.
that she played.
Eva.
Eva. Every
Yep.
time you see Eva and she turns to her ghost form, I notice it gets a little bit more, like, rotted and decayed.
Yeah.
Kinda almost like as they get closer to discovering her whereabouts or where her body is, like, she's getting more, like, rotted and decayed, and that effect I really loved even
Oh,
from a
you know what? I
story
just
pack.
thought that's a really good observation, because what you're saying is every scene, like we start with her normal human,
Yes.
like older, different in different
Different, or
generations,
we just
whatever.
noticed, like, her apparition
Yeah, she starts to get cold, right? And
gets
then like to
colder.
that other guy. And then you're right. Every time you see as they get closer to the mystery, right, of getting closer to that car and that
Yes.
lake, that I never thought of that. Wow, millennials do
No, and
have
she's
brains.
revealing
Unbelievable.
herself, actually,
Yeah, that wow, you are
and
on
I
this
loved it,
program
and it
for a
was great.
reason. I knew why I had you as co-host.
But I really wanted to ask you, so would you say growing up, this for you was, like, one of your favorite ghost movies? Like, growing up
Yes.
as a kid? Oh,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It was featured in our Ghost Colonel's Best. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do a little kind of a episode with it. I love Ghost Story.
I know, I was gonna ask you why you decided to choose this one for tonight's episode, but
Yeah, it's
no,
just
I can definitely see
it's
why
got
it's
it's
good.
got memories, the
Mhm.
music in it. Let's talk about the score. The
Yes, we
beginning,
not talk about that, yes.
it's snowing a little bit. You see like a town,
Snowing.
nice little town with a church, and it's like ding, 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 ding. It's like this like droplets of snow, and like it's so scary as
It's
shit,
good,
dude.
man, but it works.
It's like it's coming, man. It's building it like we're going on a ride. Um, so that is Ghost Story, everybody, and I'm glad you enjoyed it, Garrett. That makes me very
Aw,
happy and
thank you,
proud to
Bill.
be your co-host.
Name
Um,
same here, buddy.
so we wanted to say thank you to our 2 new subscribers. We are now at 30. Can you believe that? We made it to
Woo!
30. Woo, we'll be
Big
happy to make it to
3-0.
32. 30, man. We're the big 30. I wish I was 30,
No,
man.
we want
But
34. I just turned 34, Bill. We want that
there we
big
go.
3-4.
Let's go for
There we
34.
go.
Let's give him a celebration, right?
Come on,
My brother
folks.
also turned 62, so let's get to 62. And also Marianne's turning 62. There you go. Come on. Let's get to
Come on,
62.
folks. Help us get to Bill's big 7-0. It's coming up.
Oh, shutty. So anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We
Thank
really
you so
enjoyed
much
doing
for
this.
being here, guys. You
Yeah,
stuck
please
around.
like and
Thank you so
subscribe. We
much.
listen to all your comments. I've tried to answer all of them. There's actually been a lot of comments. It's pretty neat. Have you looked at some of the comments about some of our things? Pretty neat. Um,
I
and thank you
have.
for
It's great.
joining
I love
us.
the support, guys.
Yeah, yeah. So the next pick is going to be Millennial. So we'll see what Garrett has up his sleeve, and
Ooh, I already
we
have
will
one up my
see
sleeve
you
indeed.
on the next episode.
Episode 9.
Goodbye, everybody, and
Goodbye,
happy 4th of
guys.
July.
Happy 4th of July.